I'm interested in gene therapy, both for monogenetic disorders, but also for a variety of acquired disorders such as cancer and diabetes. So it's a diverse portfolio, which is brought together by unified technology, which is using adeno-associated viruses. We can apply these to a range of conditions. And so the learnings from one can be easily applied to other disorders. What we want to do is make disruptive treatments for patients. Patients where one treatment will lead to long-term benefit, whether it is for hemophilia, which is currently our main priority, or whether it is for cancer. So that's the direction of travel. Winning the award is a humbling experience. It sort of validates the fact that what we're doing has had an important impact, but it also puts us in the limelight, which I think has been quite important. And so the difference that has occurred since winning the award is that many more people seem to take notice of the work we do. Which for our patients has had a fantastic impact, but it is now only beginning to be appreciated by the gene therapy community. I think the focus has been to help other groups with their strategies for monogenetic disorders. So in the last say 6 to 8 months, we've been approached by several groups across the world to help them get off the ground and get started with their particular strategies. Now, these aren't necessarily involved and focused around adeno-associated viral vectors, but they're still targeting monogenetic disorders. And so what has been fun for us is that we can apply our learnings to other technologies and help other groups move forward, which I think is very exciting. Well, we hope as an academic group that we can continue creating novel therapies. We hope that we can reduce the costs of these novel therapies so that many more patients can benefit from what we're doing. And we hope that our diversity helps us and doesn't disable us, because most groups tend to be very focused on one or two disorders, whereas we're very diverse. And we hope that by being diverse, that we can use and apply our technology to a large number of disorders, so that many more patients can benefit from what we have achieved so far. And our achievements so far have been very disruptive. I mean, one treatment in patients with hemophilia 7 years ago is still leading to therapeutic levels of expression in these individuals who have not required much treatment in the last 7 years. And their lives have been transformed, not just in the parameters that we can measure, but also in the parameters that we don't measure, such as simple things like mobility. They're more mobile, they're more liberated, they're free of pain. These are things that we hadn't really expected when we started our program 7 years ago. So we're very excited, and if we can do the same thing, a one and done approach for diabetes or for cancer, I think it would be fantastic. I think what I'm going to say is not anything new. If you want to be successful, want to innovate, want to develop novel treatments, then you need to be persistent, you need to persevere. The road is very, very difficult. Even at this stage of my life where we've done several clinical trials, there is always a curveball around the corner. And you have to kind of be prepared for that and be able to deal with these obstacles. And generally, if we are persistent, we find a way around it. And that's really my biggest advice, that if you really believe in what you're doing, then stick with it, because you will find ways of making a success.